who you hang around. Have fun. Focus on your future. Set boundaries and don't budge. I mean, don't budge a motherfucking inch. Do you
fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
Hey y'all, if y'all already can't see by the thumbnail and the title, this video is gonna be what would I tell my younger self. And now I got this video from this other YouTuber named Maya Love. So I liked it, I watched it, I liked it. So now let's do it. Let's get into the video. The first thing that I would tell my younger self is do not worry about boys. Don't worry about boys. I feel like boys are gonna come and go throughout your life. There's no need to rush into getting a relationship. There's no reason or need to rush into having sex. I just feel like boys come and go. There's always gonna be a man somewhere around that wants you. So it's just like, don't worry about that so soon. Like, don't put yourself in situations where you have your heart break and then, you know, you start acting like a boo-boo fool. I feel like when I was younger, I was worried about getting a boyfriend, having a boyfriend, keeping a boyfriend, and all that. And that kind of distracted me from other things, way more important things that I should have been focused on from the get-go, from the beginning. Now that I'm older, I wish I wouldn't have focused so much on boys, because it's just like, you always find a man. So there's no need at 16, 17, 15, 18, there's no need to even be dealing with the shenanigans about boys. Like, no, don't focus on them. Focus on everything else that's important, because that's not important. Next is focus on your future. I feel like growing up, I heard so much that you have a lot of time, like don't rush, you still young. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of time to figure out what you want to do or what's going on. And I feel like the time is flying by. Like, what time are y'all talking about back then? Like, what time was y'all talking about? Flying time is flying by. Like, you blink and then it's December already. In your future, figure out what you want to do, figure out what career that you want to go for, figure out what school, what college you want to go to. I feel I was not focused on none of that. So once I graduated high school, I went to college and I graduated, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, I didn't know what career I wanted to take on. So it was just me going to college, wasting some money, and got a degree that I use, but I don't even really use, to be honest. So it's just like wasting money, wasting time. Focus on figuring out something that you love to do and make that your career. Not a hobby, your career. And don't be listening to people and say you got all the time in the world, because you don't. You don't. Time going by fast. 1 minute you're 15, next minute you're 21. Living proof right here. Like, because once you graduate high school, the real world hits different. Like, that's when you really enter into some stuff, and that's when you really start to be an adult and start having adult problems. So focus on yourself, focus on your future. Your future is the most important thing. Like, get that squared away, get your future together, and what a career in the future sets you up for that. Like, you don't want to be out here struggling your whole life. I don't know, maybe I do, but I don't plan on to be struggling my whole life. I love people. I always loved people, even when I was younger, because since I didn't know what I wanted to do, well, I knew I wanted to do YouTube and make that as like a career for me and branch off into other things. But I love, like, when people be like, oh, I want to be a lawyer, and they go to be a lawyer and they become a lawyer. I love when people be like, I want to be a nurse, they go to be a nurse and they become a nurse. I love when people be like, I want to be a mechanic, they go to school and they become a mechanic. Like, I love seeing that. And I wish that was me back then, and actually, you know what I'm saying? It is have fun. Like, have fun. And I'm not saying like have stupid fun to where you not handling your responsibilities back then. But when I was young, I used to go to school, basketball, that's it. I wasn't really out. I wasn't really going to parties. I didn't start really partying for real till my 12th grade year. And it wasn't the fact that I was like raised in a strict household or nothing. That wasn't the fact. I was just a homebody. And I ain't nothing wrong with being a homebody, but I just feel like you in high school, you're supposed to have fun. Like, it don't last forever. High school's supposed to be fun. High school is supposed to be a place where you let loose. I wish I would have had more fun, more involved in different stuff, like be adventurous and do different things. Like, go to a party. Another thing that I would tell my younger self is set boundaries and don't budge. I mean, don't budge a motherfucking inch. Do you hear me? Oh, I wish I would have. Oh, I wish I would have did it. That's probably one of the most things that I wish I would have did, because now I feel like, I ain't gonna say I'm late in life at setting boundaries, but I am kind of a little delayed. It just put me not setting up boundaries, like it put me in so much shit I shouldn't even be in. Like I shouldn't have been in. Like even to this day, if I would have set my boundaries and made my boundaries clear from the beginning, I wouldn't be having these problems. And if I would have been firm and stood clear back then, whoo, y'all wouldn't be able to tell me nothing now. Like, and don't budge. Like, I shouldn't budge. Like, I feel like once you set boundaries for yourself, even with everybody, like, I set boundaries with everybody, down to my mama, down to my damn dog. Like, I don't budge now, but back then I was budging, and now that I done got older, it has cost me a lot of problems because I was budging and not sticking to the boundary that I set. I should have set them and didn't move the fucking line. You ain't set no boundary if you keep moving the fucking goalposts. Like, it doesn't work like that. That's something that I wish I would have worked on very, very hard, because boundaries is something you're gonna need in life. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that until I got grown and grown people-ish. Okay, the next thing I would tell my younger self is to find healthy ways to cope. So I'm not gonna say I'm a bad coper. Well, I have gotten good. I have gotten better over the course of the years, because I do not want to be no crash out. That's not my MO or my image. So yeah, I feel like back then I wasn't as vocal about my feelings, or I wasn't as outspoken. Like if somebody hurt my feelings and I just let stuff bottle in me, and then they do like one thing and I hate you. And it shouldn't be like that. Like, crossed over into my adulthood a little bit. Not gonna lie, a little bit. But you're gonna get mad, of course. You're gonna get frustrated. You're gonna get stressed out. But now, I journal. I listen to music. Sometimes me just going off, even without nobody being around, it helps me. It helps me out a lot. Definitely find healthy ways to cope. I feel like if you don't, crash out, go in jail, or dead, one or the other. Another thing that I would tell my younger self is that you are who you hang around. You are who you hang around. And I don't care. When I was younger, I used to be like, no, that's not true. That's not true. They, them, I'm me. I'm not them. They not me. Like, we got our own brains. But in reality, you are who you hang around. And if you're not who you are, you're gonna slowly become who you are hanging around. Me being around them and how I used to act versus how I act now that I don't hang around them, like, you are who you hang around. You can't be hanging around a bunch of thieves and you're not a thief. You're a thief too. You just ain't realized it yet, but you're gonna start stealing too. Delusional. If you hang around a bunch of broke people who are miserable and not happy, you're gonna become that. You are going to become that, and then you're going to become them. And now y'all just a bunch of broke, miserable, ugly people. Be careful who you surround yourself with. You shouldn't be around nobody who's broke, who's miserable, who's jealous, who's don't have a good heart, don't have good intentions, like, because that energy rubs off on you. Energy rubs off on you. So if you put yourself in situations or predicaments to be around people like that, you're going to become like that. Back in the day, y'all, I would have argued y'all down and be like, no, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true. But it is. And that's just reality. Like, you are who you hang around. Okay, y'all, so this will be the end of the video. So you guys put in the comments some things that you wish you would have told your younger self. And yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get notified. You know this, man. Without further ado, peace.